Peter McGuire, Chief Executive Officer, XM Australia, is now joining us. Peter, thanks so much for taking out time for us. Firstly, Happy New Year to you and your team. Hope you have a fabulous 2020.
Thank you very much, and happy birthday, happy New Year to everyone at ET now, and all your viewers. It's lovely to be here. All the best for 20.
Thanks so much for your wishes. Just wanted to get a perspective on the commodity pack, and we have been chatting about this. In the last 2-3 months, there has been a significant rally, and when I look at the entire 2019 now, most of the commodities, in fact, all the commodities have done pretty well by the end of the year.
Yes, they have. It's been a wonderful Santa Claus rally, and when you're looking at the big, I would say the last quarter has been outstanding, from crude to gold to a rally in the base metals. Everything seems to be, onward and upward. And now you've seen that dollar bleed. The US dollar's bled fairly significantly over the last, 3 to 5 trading sessions, and that's adding a little bit more horsepower to it.
For 2020, which are the commodities to watch out for?
I think you've got to keep your eye very much on the base metal side of things. I'd say the complex as a whole is probably undervalued. And I feel as though from a demand picture, there's certainly upside in the base metals. Precious metals, you've got to keep an eye, have a look at palladium, have a look at where gold's rallied to. So that's certainly something to look forward to, an onward and upward, momentum driving that forward in the short to medium term. Keep an eye on crude. I think there's a couple of dollars left in that. And that's not a bad place to start. Considering where we've left off in the last matter of weeks for 2019.
Hi there, good morning. Just wanted to get a take from you as to what the outlook is in terms of that impact of the trade war. There has been some talks now of progress taking place with US and China. How do you expect the commodities universe to react?
First off, the elastoplast Band-Aid solution has gained or has underpinned and given the market a sense of a little bit more security, a little bit more confidence, and that's been very evident since really the 13th of December. Now, leading forward from there, the momentum taking that is naturally going to be CapEx spend to increase, nations to really become far more confident, and I feel as though that's the pathway forward, and not only with the start of the 2020, but really the start of that new decade as today. I feel as though the rebirth or the re-energising of that commodity boom will certainly gain some lustre over the next, 3 to 6 to 9 months, and it should be a very, very solid move to the upside for the whole sector over the coming decade.
Essentially mean a commodity bull cycle is coming in. Prices could go as high as they were in 2008 for most of the commodities?
Well, if you've only got a couple of $100 to put on for gold. It was at $15.20 now. We only hit $19.20, so it's not that far off. I don't think you're going to get crude oil back at those numbers, but I feel as though, if you're looking at the likes of the copper, lead, nickel, zinc, I'm not suggesting you're going to hit 2008 numbers, but I think that they're fairly undervalued at present terms, and there's more upside in those markets in the medium to, longish term. Population's booming, that's globally. Emerging markets are on fire as far as growth, and the needs and wants of consumers isn't going away. It's not abating, it's actually getting stronger day on day. So that's the real growth engines driving consumption.
It's going to be a big year in the US, Peter, with respect to the US elections that are upcoming at the end of the year. What's the sense that you're getting in terms of what the direction will be for the dollar in light of this big event? And how do you see it essentially shaping up vis-a-vis some of the other emerging market currencies?
Well, first off, I feel as though that the next 6 to 8 months are going to be a fascinating time to observe, because we're looking at whether President Trump only has one agenda, and that is to remain in power. And if he is successful, then that's going to naturally spur on, again, an ongoing, I think, bull market in US equities. And what we've seen over the last year has been outstanding, and that momentum will carry forward. As far as currencies, yes, you may see another 1 or 2 rate cuts. Let's just see what Jerome Powell does over the short term, and that's always a work in progress. And then you're looking at what currencies trade with that as far as the crosses. So yes, I think you're going to see again, one thing for sure, volatility in the currency space isn't going away. It's the largest market in the world by dwarfs everything else compared to stock indexes as far as dollar value. It is truly a magnificent market to trade because of liquidity. And that's really the frontier that I think a lot of investors are looking at, where they can make significant returns with leverage on those currency trades.
What about the outlook with steel prices, steel companies at a time like this? Do you think that 2019 is going to look bleak or promising?
2020, I think 2020 will look not a bad year. I think 2020's got some upside for them. I really do. I feel as though from a consumption side, things will really start to turn around. This trade deal was something that I think everyone was waiting on to get a green light. And now, if that's, and I also look at, the big scheme of things as far as, when do these trade deals come to a conclusion? Many brains far smarter than I are saying it'll be a 20 to 40 year process. So I'm not suggesting you're going to see a quick solution anytime soon. It's a phase one deal, and there could be many phases. Looking back in a decade, there might be 5 or 6 different phases that they've got to concrete and put together different patterns of deal. So that really are the hallmarks of success moving forward.
All right. Thanks very much then, Peter, for joining in and sharing with us your outlook for commodities in 2020. And here's wishing you all the very best for the year ahead.
And Happy New Year. Thank you.